in, right? Because if I, wait a minute, if I go to Restream, it should be able to tell me what's going on. Okay, cool. All right, so now we're on the air. What's up, everybody? I got that figured out. Coming to you live on YouTube and on Facebook. I used to stream on Twitch. I might do that again. All right, so what's up, everybody? Welcome back. Happy Friday. This is the Drumcast. What I would like to do today, as you can see, I have single beat combinations. I have the first page of exercises from the Stick Control book. One of the greatest drum books ever written. Top 5 for a very long time now. And so what I want to do is I want to kind of go through, I want to talk about the importance of using books. We have a resource here. In a book that is a collection of exercises, a collection of techniques and things that we can use to just get better as a whole, right? So I decided to work on this one book for now. It's a really great book, and I use it with a lot of my students. I use it as a warm-up to what my students are doing, and it's just really great to get started. Now, at the bottom of this page, it'll say to repeat each exercise 20 times. When I'm first starting out with my students, I just want them to get the idea, the basics of the lefts and the rights of it all. As you can see, we have eighth notes across every single exercise, but the difference is in the sticking of each exercise. We have 2 measures per exercise. If you were to do each exercise 20 times, yes, that would be great, but it would take a long time. When I'm starting to work with my younger students, I tell them, do it 2, 4 times or 5 times, whatever. Not 20. But eventually, if we do end up doing these exercises 20 times, what's going to happen is, hold on, let me try to get what's going to happen is we're going to be able to really get familiar with a lot of these exercises. And it's really a good thing to have. Here's my stick control book here in real life. Let's open this up. Even though I know most of the exercises on this page and in this book, I want to have one in real life here that I can see. So let's just talk about how we can start using this book. Again, you have lefts and rights, all eighth notes. So the count's going to be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and for the first measure, and then 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and for the second measure. Again, 2 measures each exercise. Number 1 is a single stroke roll. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. You can take it in groups of 4, but make sure that you do not pause or hesitate between groups of 4, because all these notes are the same, which means they're the same distance apart from one another. Let me just get my pad, my Vader percussion pad here, and let me just turn the snare drum down here so we can just get the audio from the pad. Okay, so we start off with right, left, 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 right? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So that's one time through. The second exercise, exercise number 2, is the left hand lead of the same exercise. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Exercise number 3, double strokes, right hand lead. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Left hand lead, double strokes, number 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now, you notice I'm counting out loud. I did a show about this on Wednesday. Counting out loud is the way to go, is the only way to go, is the best way to go. Counting out loud, what that does for us is it helps us to really establish a foundation of rhythm that we can follow when we're doing any exercises in any book or just rock beats, fills, whatever we're doing. Counting out loud gives us a basis. It gives us a baseline. It gives us a framework within to work, right? So again, counting out loud is going to help us be more accurate with our time and our notes when we're playing. So, okay, number 5, you might recognize number 5. Paradiddles, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Now, the paradiddle exercise number 5, there's only one of them with that particular single paradiddle because the paradiddle naturally alternates lead hands. So you'll start with the right, left, right, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 3 and 4 and you will go to the left hand, the right hand, and then back to the left hand lead. But you'll notice number 6 is also a paradiddle, but it's shifted over. It's shifted back one. No, it's shifted. Let me see, which way is it shifted? It's shifted a little bit. So where you have now the double stroke is in the middle. So it's number 6 is 1 and 2 and, right? So 1, wait a minute, number 6, where are we? Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and Louie's barking at something or somebody. Louie, come in here. Number 7, again, another paradiddle. Now it's reversed. The double stroke comes in the beginning. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. The reason why we want to do these exercises over and over and over again, up to 20 times, if not more, is so that we get familiar with each one of these stickings for these eighth note patterns. So within we have single strokes, we have double strokes, we have triple strokes, we have quadruple strokes, we have paradiddles, double paradiddles, triple paradiddles. We have a lot of different exercises. Just on this first page, and this is the only first page of the book, this is the introduction to the stick control book. Let me just show you the cover of the book in case you have not seen it before. Here it is, stick control. Okay, it is the, let me see, what does this say? Percussive Art Society Hall of Fame, George Lawrence Stone, written by George Lawrence Stone. I have another copy of this book that has even more accolades on the cover, referring to, you know, how this is like one of the top books ever written for drums and specifically for hands. Here's another tip. Double bass drummers out there, anybody who's learning double bass, run through this book with your feet. Use this for your bass drums. Go do the same kind of exercises, and what will happen is you will develop the ability to play many different patterns and stickings with your feet as well. It's a really great book to go through with both your hands and your feet. If you want to get really bold and start to work on independence, you can also break these exercises down between hands and feet. All right, so let's say your left hand, right foot, right hand, left foot, whatever it is, be creative. Anytime you get a book like this, or let's say you get a sheet, sometimes I take pages out of books as worksheets to work with my students. If you get anything like that, try to see how many ways that you could work through the book or the worksheet that you have. Can I substitute bass drums for this, like for the snare drums? What will benefit me? So I like to experiment, play around with different ways to work out of this one exercise or this one book, whatever the case may be. As we move further down, you'll see that we have, like I said, number 6, the double stroke appears in the middle. Number 7, the double stroke starts the exercise. Number 8, we still have paradiddles, but it's right, left, left. So we're starting out with left, left, shifted over 1. But as you go through and progress through the exercise, you're still playing a paradiddle. But it's important when we have these exercises that are permutated over that we continue to understand where the 1 is. That's the key, right? So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So in number 8, the double stroke starts on the end of 2 into the 3, and then the end of 2 into the 3, the next measure. Okay. Now we start getting into triple strokes when we get into exercise 9. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 3 right hands to a left hand, and then we switch 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, where we're starting with the left hand lead. Then we switch it right, left, 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 right, left, 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 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, right, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 13 quadruple strokes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Within a short amount of time, if you work on this first page, not only will you notice an increase in your speed and your control, but you will notice an increase in your ability to play longer. You will be working on your rebound with this type of exercise, this repetitive exercise. The other thing too is when you get to know these exercises better, put on the TV, put on a movie, whatever you're doing, multitask. Get your pad out. That's what I do. You know, I'm trying to catch up on a couple of different shows that now I have to go back and watch the previous seasons and whatnot. I got a lot of shows that I'm watching right now, and what happens is I could set up my pad, sit in my den, watch my shows, and do my work on my hands. If that's something that you can do, go ahead and do it. Go for it. Right? Making sure when you're playing these exercises, number one, they have to be even. Number two, you're going to be increasing your speed gradually, but don't rush that. Make sure we're playing even at all times. If we start to push the speed too far and we're starting to play uneven, pull the speed back till we can play it even again, and then try again to gradually increase that speed. We want to make sure that each note sounds the same. We want to make sure that the sticks come up the same height as each other. We want to make sure we're hitting the same spot in the pad. All of these things in the beginning, when we start working on through this book, all of these things are things we want to pay attention to as we're playing the exercises. Once you've established that you have a good stroke and you have a good grip and things like that, you can then start to kind of divert your attention to other things like I do now. But in the beginning, pay attention to how your hands are. Pay attention to the strokes sounding the same, obviously them being even. And pay attention to the amount of rebound you're getting off of that pad, right? You really want to have that stick popping off the pad. Here's another great thing about these exercises is that you will start to develop whatever your non-dominant hand is will start to creep up and catch up to your dominant side, which is really what we want. Because of the fact that these exercises either alternate on their own or are purposely alternated in the next exercise, we get to work a lot with the left hand. If you feel that you want to do more work with the left hand, feel free to repeat those exercises with the left hand lead or that are left hand centric, where we're playing, like for example, number 10, number 11, lots of left hands. Go over those a few extra times so that your left hand can get that extra work in. All right, so let me just check and see if anybody has any questions or comments. Yeah, so Stick Control, it's a great book. Get on it, get through it, start learning or start working, because this is just like any sport that you play. You go to practice when you are playing a sport. You go and you work on things over and over and over and over again, the foundational things, the technical things that will make you a better whatever you are practicing. So in this case with drums, treat it like that, where you want to have practice time, you want to be working on things, you want to be working on your technique over and over and over and over again. You will see results in a very short amount of time. I promise you that. If you put in the time, 10, 15 minutes a day, working through this page, You don't have to do the whole page. Pick certain exercises that you like, get comfortable with them. Maybe do a couple of them 20 times each, the first 5, 20 times each maybe. And this way you can work your way through the page and really start to get familiar with the different kinds of stickings. As you go through the book, you also have triplets and eighth notes, triplets, 16th note triplets, 16th notes. You have flams, all kinds of different exercises in this book. So check it out, Stick Control. I'm not being paid by the author. Also, you know, in my, I have a link in the bio for this book, but I also have a link in the bio for a man named Joel Rothman who writes amazing drum books, and he's very prolific. He has a lot of books that he's writing. Still doing it in his later years. So go check out his website. I have a ton of books of his. I use his books all the time. Oh, you're going to come in instead of barking outside? Come on. My co-host is, something's going on out there. I'm sure it's nothing. But, you know, I'll see you on Monday. So yeah, that's it. Get that stick control. And get those hands in shape. All right, that's it. Have a great day.